Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm back at you with another one, just like the other one. Um, Today we're gonna talk about a subject that I've been talking about for some time on Facebook. By the way, you guys, if you're on my YouTube channel, I'm gonna start posting on YouTube a lot more as well. But also, you can follow me on my Facebook channel, which is Women Love Men Who Listen on Facebook. Just look at the follow me on the where my logo is. But anyway, tonight we're gonna talk again because people still y'all I don't know, y'all going back and forth with me on this whole why men cheat, and it's cool. It's a good conversation that we need to have because I think that in talking about men and what we think and how we react, the best way to get information about a man is to get it from a man, and that's what I try to do. I just try to give you guys some food for thought, some things to consider. Don't know it all, but I know someone that does. So I just kind of give you guys my take on what I feel. Um, so tonight we're gonna talk about again why men cheat. This is for Gloria, Stefan, Johnson. It's a lot of people. So anybody who's interested in listening, we just gonna talk about it, right? I'm gonna go live at some point on Facebook, but this is for my YouTubers and everybody else. So let's just talk about it. Um, Again, there are various reasons as to why men cheat. There's different reasons. Uh, some men are cheaters because their fathers were cheaters. Those who they admired most were cheaters. Um, Especially guys who came from the hood. That's not to say that just a good hood guys cheat, but when you come from the hood, um, and I came from the hood, so I understand what it's like growing up there because I was there. When you're from the hood or the inner city, um, the guys that we idolized when I was coming up was the players and the hustlers, drug addicts, drug dealers. So, um, players, drug dealers, anybody in the hood who had any clout, who was about that life, who was respected, they always had a lot of women. That's all we saw. We saw men with multiple women. As a matter of fact, it wasn't even cool when I was, out there doing my thing. It wasn't even cool for a man to be with one woman. Um, it wasn't cool for a man to be seen overly dedicated to one woman. You know what I mean? Like we used to go out, and I'm just giving I'm giving you guys the honest truth. We used to go out, and let's say you had a girl at the party that you were seeing on the side. Even if she was your main girl, it was rare that we were like hugged up and cuffed up with a girl because one of our other girls was probably there. That's that life that I was in. I understand that. So I'm gonna give you guys the real. I'm always gonna shoot from the hip and make sure that I'm fair. Number one, and I give you the truth. So when we was in the hood, we we were not loyal to anything other than the street. You know, um, I didn't see. I didn't have a lot of examples of what loyalty to a woman is. I didn't understand that. Uh, I only knew what I knew, and I saw women accept it, and so we kept doing it because the women were accepting it. Now, so that's one reason. One reason is the way you were raised, how you were brought up, because we are all products of our environment, our upbringing, and our ancestry. So when we go out and we do certain things we do is a learned behavior. Being a cheater is a learned behavior because um if you don't see a man being loyal to a woman, if a man doesn't see another man be loyal, and let's say that's his son or whatever it is, then he doesn't know how to be loyal. He only knows that's what it's about. Now, I'm not excusing this, guys. I'm just kind of giving you guys a little bit of insight into why men cheat. Some of them, not all men cheat. Now, don't get it wrong. Not all men cheat, because once we grow up, we evolve. But let's stay on topic. So when you're in that street life, you only do what the street life requires, and the street life requires you to be a player, and that's all you know. That's one reason. Now, another reason a man cheats is because sometimes it validates him. When I say validate him, let's say he's going through something in his relationship with his wife or his girlfriend, whatever. Now, I'm also going to say this. I'm going to digress for 1 minute. Any man who is providing for you as a woman, if he's there, he's loving you, he's going out, he's providing a way, he's doing everything he can to make sure you're happy, to make sure your bills are paid, to make sure you don't have to go home to mommy and ask mommy for help, and you are not sleeping with him the way you're supposed to, let me guarantee you something. And I don't guarantee, neither do I promise. But this I'm going to guarantee you, and I will promise you this. He is going to cheat. Trust me. There's an old saying in the South. We say, pressure will bust a pipe, and conditions will make a monkey eat peppers. What that means, if you put anyone under too much stress, they're going to do something. Men cannot be placed under sexual stress for too long. That's why some men, when they get locked up, well, they was like that before they got locked up, in my opinion. So you don't get locked up and all of a sudden you like boys. But, I'm not saying good, bad, nothing wrong. Whatever you like, cool. But you can't take a man and he be sexually frustrated. He's out working, trying to provide for you. He's trying to provide for you. He comes home to you. Now, why am I saying this? Because I'm talking specifically to some people who I know of is neglecting their man. The reason they're neglecting him, and I got some insight into a few things, is because number one, they don't want him anymore. He's no longer attractive to them. He's no longer what they see as what they should have been with. Some women, you may have gotten with a grease monkey, or you may have gotten with a truck driver. You may have gotten with a landscaper. But you saw yourself with some cat in suit and tie. And now you're looking at this guy who is a landscaper or the grease monkey or whatever he is. He was providing for you before. Now you have a problem because that's not the guy you really wanted. So what you're doing is you are neglecting him sexually. And the moment he goes out and cheat, he is the dog. He is the monster. He created problems in your relationship, in your marriage. No, he didn't. You did. You can drive a man to cheat. You can. Am I justifying this? No. I'm not justifying. I'm speaking this guy because, again, there's a few women friends that I have, and we talk a lot. They seem to think that a man cheats just because he just want to go out and get some. That ain't the case. That ain't always the case now. There are men who are out of control, and they want to have this one, and this one. That happens. Matter of fact, and some women, let me say, some women are so silly. Some women, not all of you guys, because I love women, and I know there's some beautiful, intelligent, smart, articulate women out there. But the problem is, here's your problem. The average woman don't want a man. They want a pair of pants. What do I mean? They want some eye candy. They want a thug. I know I told you guys this. I'm going to tell you again. I got a neighbor right next door. Beautiful woman. Beautiful. She is a businesswoman. She is a manager. She's like a top tier person at the DMV. Top tier. meaning she makes some real money, some real loot. But the guy that she has in her life, man, the guy come when he get ready. I mean, and she's probably 60, 58, 60, something like that. But this guy come by, he sees her, he leaves and go see his other girl, right? And then come back and see her in 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month. He might not even spend the night. And I'm like, okay, how do you get to be 60 years old and that desperate? Because some of you women out there, you cannot be desperate for love. And you're not even desperate for love. Some of you guys are desperate for attention. But I want to go back. I digressed a little bit. I went off on a little tangent. Let's stay on the topic of why a man cheats. I know a situation where there are a few women who I've talked to where the man is cheating. If I were to sit down with her and the man, I would tell her, you pushed him. If what he is saying is true, you have pushed him. Here's what this woman does. She dedicates all of her time to what she calls the church, right? If the church calls, if the pastor calls, if someone involved in the church, she gone. I'm going to heaven. I need to do this. But do you not know, baby girl, you can't go and neglect your husband? Because what she doesn't understand is the woman she's showing him she is, he's not in church that I know of. She's in church, right? I know about this several people. I mean, it's a lot, not a lot, more than I care to count. This guy don't go to church or may go. I don't know. But based on my insight with him, he don't really go. He may go when he goes. But if the church or somebody, and let me say that it's the building, because the church is not something that's wood and stucco and bricks. The church is something spiritual. The church is what lives inside. But anyway, this woman, she will do any and everything for the church. She keeps herself busy. So when she comes home and get in the bed, she dog tired. Now, the man, on the other hand, he's working. The man is trying to provide a way. And sometimes he may be gone for weeks. I don't know. I mean, I know several guys, like these guys be out there getting it. And when he comes home to nothing. This man has been gone on the road or wherever. I mean, he's flying, he's, an executive, doing big things, trying to make sure everything is right. His job is not easy, but when he comes home, what does he come home to? He comes home to a woman who's always tired. She is always tired. You know what's happening? She either wants to leave or has already left. So what the guy now, what he is to her is a paycheck. He's a paycheck. Paycheck. That means she just wants him to pay the bills. She's also, some of you women are concerned about your status. How you look amongst your mom, your dad, your friends, at your job. What happens if we get a divorce? Well, you need to get a divorce because you ain't a wife. Am I beating you up? No. What I'm saying to any woman, because I love all my friend girls, they love me. It's like because we talk real. We talk real, and I love them. I get on the men, and I'm gonna let you guys know about them too. So please don't think I'm a female basher, because I love you. Real. That's just what it is. But I'm gonna give it to you 100 always. I can. What's my saying? I can lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink. I can give you some wisdom, but I can't make you think. So I'm going to give you a perspective, something you can chew on, something you can hold on to for a minute, and just consider, say, my bro told me this is one of the reasons a man cheats. Stop trying to use your body as a weapon. What do I mean? I don't care how mad you get. Don't never get too mad when you can't sleep with your man. That's your man. If he comes to you to sleep with you, it's one thing. You don't feel like that. I'm not, Let's be reasonable here. Everybody has to respect the other person. So I'm not saying he should just treat you like some sex slave or disrespectfully. I'm not saying that. I'm only saying that if you guys are having some confrontation, right? You and a man, you and your man, you and your husband, and he decides that he wants to sleep with you, but you're still angry. You got to be careful with that because eventually he'll stop desiring to sleep with you. Stop thinking that you're fooling him. You're not fooling him. Eventually, the rubber gonna meet the road. The rubber is going to meet the road. And what that means is this. One day, he gonna wake up and say it ain't even worth it no more. You better be careful. One of my friend girls, I'm talking to you. Be careful, because I'm going to tell you something. It is easier for a man to find a woman to take care of than it is for a woman to find a man to take care of her. Now, am I saying you need a man to take it? No, I'm not saying that. I'm only saying that if my daughters, in my perfect world, if my daughters want to be executives, that's fine. Whatever you want to do. But let's say you want to be at home, or you want to, even if you're working and he's working, it's hard to get men to contribute. I know dude personally, got children with a woman, been that bitch, she's been together 30 years. He's never paid a mortgage. She told me, never paid the mortgage. You know what he does? He buys new cars and buys new suits so he can floss. Now, I fought her too. Another reason why a man cheats, because you enable him, you allow it, and you make way for it to happen. What I mean by that, this woman knows this guy's a rat from the back. He's a rat like that. Man, I don't even know if his birth certificate said boy on it. Couldn't have said man because he was just, but it's the things that I've seen him do, but still be with her. What she'll do, she's had his back from day one. Now, if she get a good man, she wouldn't want him. She like the dog. Some women, you guys got to be careful. You have to be careful. Like if you meet a dude and he's with another woman and you think you took him from the woman, right? What do you think he's going to do with you? He's going to be with another woman. Because you reap what you sow. It's coming back. But to those women out there who think you are so holy, being holy is also making a way and doing the right thing for your man. You looking out for him, him looking out for you. You guys being a team. That's why he said when you marry, your twain becomes one flesh. That means everything he does, you and him should do together. You a twain is two. But once you get married, it comes together. So it's a unity. Now everything should be working in unison. You feel me? So you guys out there, I love y'all, man. And I'm like, the reason I'm saying this because the women that I encounter, I meet, I talk to, and are a part of my life in some form, way, or fashion, I love them so much that I try to give them a little insight into us, because you cannot know who we are except you come to one of us for it. Okay? You can't go to a woman and ask her about a man because they don't know. And you don't want to go to a man who interested in you and ask him about your man. If you guys love your men, what you got to do is you got to sacrifice your pride. If a man went out and cheated and you do the research, not research, but do your soul searching. If your man went out and cheated, the first thing you want to do before you even go to him, and again, I'm not justifying it because it's wrong, it's wrong. There is no right way to do a wrong thing. But if your man went out and he cheated, the first thing you do, ask yourself, why? And this is something this is a conversation a woman should have by herself. Why? Have I been a wife? Have I been supportive? Have I given him what he should have? Now, if you say I've been a wife in every area outside of the bed, ain't good enough, boo. That's only good enough if he's dead sexually. But if you ain't been that, being a wife means being a whole wife. Being a husband means being the whole husband. Now, again, guys, I'm not beating up on the women. I'm only giving you some insight because of some things I heard, some conversations I had. So in doing that, I'm hoping that I help you, me, and those who might be listening. But again, back to the point. If your man is cheating because you're not taking care of him, then you need to do that research, do the inventory on yourself and say, did I cause this? Have I been a wife? When you can exclude everything, when you can go down a list of your inventory list and check off yourself as a wife, girlfriend, whatever. When you can check those boxes and say, hey, I've done this, I've been this person, then you're ready to go to him. Say, okay, now let's talk about it. What happened? Because once you do your inventory checklist, then what happens is this. He can't lie. He said, well, I did it for this reason. Let's say he said, I did it because you don't give me sex. Now, on your list should be sex. So when you check in by yourself, you be like, okay, did I take care of him sexually? Check. Now, when you go to him and he said, well, you don't give me sex. He said, oh, really? Okay. So what do you mean? I don't give you sex. Well, you don't give me sex. Then you ask him. He said, well, when's the last time we had sex? And he says, I don't know. If he says he don't know, and it's true, uncheck that box. Uncheck it. Because you're not taking care of it. I'm not saying sex is everything, but it's very important to a man. It's more important to the man than it is to the woman. So you better know that it's your job to take care of your man, your husband, your mate, whatever. It's your job to make sure you do your part. And it is his job to make sure he does his part. I know you guys got to get out of here. And I'm going to keep coming at you guys with some more videos. I love the discussion. So please hit me up on Facebook. Leave your comments. And on YouTube, you guys, I need you to go to YouTube and it's Women Love Men Who Listen on YouTube. I need you to leave your comments. I'm going to put a phone number on there at some point. So as a matter of fact, it should be there. You guys can call in sometimes. We'll talk. I want you to leave your comments. I want you to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification, that bell notification, because that way you'll know when I'm doing some stuff. But yeah, I think that's it. I want you guys to make sure we talk about this, okay? I'm going to keep coming at you guys with some new videos and make sure everything's good, all right? But until we talk again, I'm going to be at you. You guys be good. Have fun. Women Love Men Who Listen on YouTube and on Facebook. If you go to Facebook, go to the business page. I'll be posting there. You guys be good until we talk again. Mate.